Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Before going on with today's video, all I ask is for you guys to hit that thumbs up. It'll bring not just awareness to the channel, but to Neo as a whole, benefiting all of us. It does take a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. What do I have for you guys today? Well, like I said, this is our year and it's getting very interesting already. In fact, it's getting yummy for the tummy by the day. So, as Onvo has doubled its sales from last week under Dr. Shen Fei, who was the CEO of the energy arm, in control of the battery swap stations or what have you, he has now taken over Onvo, and we expected this. The ramp up has started with better marketing. We know it's a better and a superior product, but what it needed was marketing, and it has started. So Onvo has doubled its weekly sales from last week and in track to deliver 4,000 units in April. Yes, for a new brand, that is very impressive. With Neo, we have delivered 7,970 units. With registered 7,970 units last week. You guys heard that right. 29.17% from the previous week. And Tesla had 10,280, a little bit ahead of us, even though we are selling a premium luxury EV. So what do you guys think will happen to Tesla's earnings in the next quarter yet again? Instead of 70% down, I'll let you guys do the math. Firefly released and are on the roads today. Yes, they're already driving, they're delivering. So what do you think will happen to our delivery numbers for this week when we report it next week, our registrations, that is? It's getting very interesting. It also said Neo delivered 15,039 vehicles in March, up 26.74% from 11,866 in the same month last year. Yes, so every month we're increasing and the ramp up has just started. It says an up 14% from 13,192 in February. Up. While dog poop, cat poop, rat poop, and bat poop, smelly guano, and pig poop Tesla is down. But the meme stock looks good, doesn't it? Look at the stock price, they say, Money Making Mitch. Yes, soon we'll be looking at it. It says the deliveries included 10,219 vehicles of the Neo main brand, 10,219, and 4,820 vehicles under the Onvo brand. The Xpeng had 7,160, whilst we had 7,970, and we selling premium luxury EVs. But they say Xpeng is the one to buy. We'll see going forward who is the one to buy. It said they were up 8.48% from 6,660 the week before. We also had Li Auto. Li Auto were down, I think it was like 6% or 2.49% from the previous week of 8,820. They had 8,600 instead for last week. Also, we had the China Labor Day holiday is coming up from May the 1st to May the 5th. So we need to keep our eyes on that, guys. Sales do go down for that week. BYD had 62,200 insurance registration last week. In 1 week, guys. They are the benchmark for us, not Tesla. BYD is the benchmark. They were up 10.87% from 56,100 the week before. But bear in mind, BYD is not just pure EV. They're hybrids. They sell gas. They still sell gas cars. So, we have to also take that into account. BYD also broke ground on a passenger car plant in Cambodia. I saw that yesterday. Xiaomi had 7,000 insurance registration last week, so we beat Xiaomi. They were down 2.23% from 7,170 the week before. And Xiaomi CEO hasn't been on social media as much, in fact, since the accident, where I think it was sadly three college kids died because the car only notified them like 3 seconds before the crash. And yet again, this shows why NIO is superior and number one. I even saw pictures. I want to thank Money Making Melvin for that. I think it came from Red Note. Yes, it was from Red Note, where Xiaomi crashed into the back of a NIO just recently, and the Xiaomi was totally destroyed, the front of it. The NIO just needs a little polishing. No lie, guys. It's incredible of how safe and how strong a NIO car and SUV is. And this is just one of the aspects as to why NIO will be the number one in the future. This is just one reason. Our superior tech, our 5-star safety rating in Europe, etc., etc. Zeekr brand registered 3,530, and we have other brands like Lynx and what have you. I'm not going to go into all of them because a lot of them are really just cheap EVs and hybrids and what have you. But it shows exactly what we've been saying. And what about going forward? What should we expect? Well, one manager at the Shanghai Auto Show, well, in fact, let me show you the clip. Take a look at this clip, guys.
也是比较够的。现在未来是有1万个留资啊，对，有1万个用户给我们来关注我们的车子，来留下他们的一个联系方式，后面跟我们保持一个联系，也有非常多的订单有进来。
All right, guys, welcome back. So that's how important these shows are. It brings more awareness to the entire Chinese population of the brand, what we're about. And as soon as people see it and the reps explain the technology within the 5-star rating, etc., etc., it's a no-brainer. When people find out for the first time about battery swapping, just like when I talk to people here in this country about NIO and I explain the business formula with the battery swapping especially, and I point that out to them, they're like, oh my God, are they here yet? So it just gives you an example of how powerful that those auto shows are. And even Emperor William Li was interviewed yet again at the Shanghai Auto Show. And, well, take a look at what he had to say, guys.
NIO, the Chinese automaker, has an impressive booth at this year's Beijing Auto Show. Known for their premium smart electric vehicles, the automaker has also embarked on the development of battery swapping stations as a unique alternative to traditional chargers. Our correspondent Wang Tianyu spoke to William Li, the founder and CEO of NIO.
As plug-in chargers get faster, more efficient, and more widely deployed, why does NIO still invest in battery swapping?
NIO has always focused on rechargeable, replaceable, and upgradable. We are the brand with the most chargers deployed in China. We have 21,000 chargers across the country, and they are all open to public. 80% of our chargers' electricity has served other brand users. But charging cannot be as fast as swapping, right? There are many advantages of battery swapping, such as better user experience. You don't need to get out of the car. It doesn't matter if it's windy or rainy. Actually, it saves money for drivers, and also saves a lot of resources for the society. So charging and swapping are not contradictory. They are suitable for different scenarios.
Since last year, NIO has signed battery swapping agreements with well-known car companies such as Chang'an and Geely, as well as state-owned energy and power companies. Do you think it's a sign of positive acknowledgement towards your persistence on battery swapping?
Battery swapping is very suitable for Chinese users because most of China's urban families live in apartments. It's relatively difficult for them to install chargers at home. Their time costs of recharging is high. However, battery swapping can give them an experience similar to filling up a traditional gas tank. It's very convenient. Now we are building a battery swapping network, and we are very happy that our efforts have been recognized by our industry partners. They are willing to expand this battery swapping network with us, and we are thrilled to get their support. In short, the battery swapping network is getting better.
Last year, your company sold 160,000 new cars, a yearly increase of around 30%. The revenue went up, but loss also expanded. How would you turn the table in 2024?
Our revenue growth was faster than that of the entire EV market. They grew by 24.7% and we grew by 30%. Our share in the high-end market is still very stable, but it is undeniable that we invested a relatively large amount in research and development last year, 13.4 billion yuan. We also invested a lot in infrastructure. In 2023, we built more than 1,000 battery swapping stations. With all these investments, plus the fierce competition in the market, there is still a gap between our gross profit and our expectations. We faced a loss. However, with the gradual release of our new products and the steady improvement of our gross profit margin, we believe that the loss will definitely narrow in the long run. We do have a very clear goal of making profit. We have a very clear route for that.
All right, guys, welcome back. So the Chinese news stations, and that's another thing, a lot of awareness are being brought to NIO by the news stations. They're interviewing him, and it's all over Chinese media, bringing massive awareness again to battery swapping. And I love the way he explained it. You know, they go hand in hand. Sometimes you will charge, but if you don't have battery swapping, battery degradation is real and you have to worry about your battery. But with battery swapping, you don't. So I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the game is played on Wall Street. And like 50 Cent, we get rich or we die trying, guys.